What are the catchiest video game songs? That's a question that I'd like to answer today. Now, I'm not talking best VGM of all time, I'm talking more stuff that gets stuck in your head. Earworms. Those songs you hear, usually in passing in video games, and then you find yourself humming it later on, almost to the point of it being annoying. That's the kind of stuff I want to look at. So I turned to my community tab here on YouTube, and I got a huge response from you guys. I'm not going to look at everything in this video, maybe there'll be a part 2, but for today, let's go through and see what songs were mentioned the most. We're starting off with a track called Lonely Rolling Star, and this is from a game called Katamari Damacy. Damacy? I've seen this game mentioned a lot. I think it's supposed to have a pretty good soundtrack. Let's start off with that one because that one I think had the most thumbs up from whoever recommended it. Thank you. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm picturing when I think of an earworm. Like something fairly simple, but it's catchy enough to kind of get in your head. Usually earworms are fairly repetitive as well, but that's not a bad thing. Oh, there's lyrics. It's in Japanese, of course. It's got a very kind of J-pop vibe. See if the chorus part is different. Wow. Yeah, it's unexpectedly really pretty. I love the chord progression here. I can absolutely picture myself singing this days, weeks, months after the fact. She has such a sweet, kind of cute voice. The verses I think are kind of the catchier part, but the chorus is where it really is at for me. It's such a nice, neat chord progression and actually really, really pretty. It looks like this is a Namco soundtrack as well, so as far as I know, you can't go wrong with Namco. Next up we have Mega Man and Bass. It's called, I guess, Groundman. I think that's the title of this one. Always see Mega Man, recommended. I really haven't heard much from Mega Man. Clearly I'm sleeping on it. Let's give this a shot and see if it's catchy. Ooh, yeah. It's unexpectedly got a little jazz there. Got jazzy dissonance in that final chord. Oh, there's a little bridge here. Damn, is this like a Carly Simon song or something? And we're back to this. Okay, this makes me want to hear Mega Man music. This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. Like, it's deceptively simple sounding, but it's not, you know, because the chords are really, really cool under there. Got that jazz influence, even though the sound font is kind of, you know, not so jazzy. Dude, that like bridge part, it really reminded me of that Carly Simon song, You Belong to Me, I believe it's called. It's such a neat chord progression there. You don't have to prove to me you're beautiful to strangers. I got yeah, the last chord is different, definitely, but has that cool kind of 70s funky jazz-inspired chord progression, even though it definitely sounds video game-esque. Wow, 10 out of 10. Mega Man is awesome. Okay, the next one comes from Tekken 3. High hopes because I do like what I've heard from Tekken thus far, although it's not been that much. And this is the Nina Williams theme. Got a nice strong bass to start us off. Oh yeah. Man, these fighting games, they always have the sick bass and then the kind of simple but jazzy chords. It just never gets old. Touch of some wah-wah guitar. Clearly the bass is the star though. I absolutely love the vibe in that one, although I don't know if it's as earwormy as the last two because I don't know if I could hear myself humming that. Maybe I could if I listened to it enough. Cool nonetheless, but not quite as catchy as the other two so far. Okay, this is from Final Fantasy, I guess 14? There's so many goddamn Final Fantasies. It's called Be My Honey. I'm not super well versed in Final Fantasy music, honestly. Same goes for Kingdom Hearts, although I know both soundtracks have really, really cool stuff. Hope to look at those soon, but let's check out this for now. Oh shit! This is not what I expected. It's very, I guess like kind of J-pop, future funk kind of feeling. And the vocals are very, you know, what J-pop likes to do where everything's perfect pitched. It's very satisfying to listen to. Reminiscent of like Vocaloid, kind of. And I don't just say that because of the quality of her voice, I just mean like the composition. What's with these lyrics? What's the lore here? Super ultra catchy, I have to say. Absolutely love this song. Her voice is great, and the composition itself is like super Japanese sounding, I guess. A lot of J-pop influence. And the lyrics sound kind of silly, so I wonder what the context is for this, but I actually really like that one. I would listen to that unironically, just it's a cool kind of J-pop style song. Okay, more Mega Man. There's quite a few Mega Mans, so I just kind of chose the ones I saw first or I saw that had more thumbs up on them. This one is called Needle Man. This one's a lot more retro, obviously. But nothing wrong with that. Retro music gets stuck in my head all the time. I think this is pretty darn cool for the time that it came out. Wow. Listen to that bass line. It's still got that, like, attitude and style. That's cool. Bass kind of went down chromatically. It has such a cool kind of style behind it, even though the tools used to make it they sound very outdated now. You can tell, like, that composition is really, really solid and cool. Absolutely catchy. I think if I listened to it just a couple more times, I'd be singing it in my head later on. Okay, this track is called Love You, Love You, Love... Just Love You, Love You, Love. It's from a game called Mighty Switch Force. Damn, this is video game music? Like this This sounds just like a regular cool ass like future funk album song. I know this kind of genre of music isn't for everybody, but there are moods I get in where I want to listen to this kind of stuff because it's so satisfying on the ears. It's like, I don't know, there's just something about it. Yeah, this part's really, really catchy. I feel like a lot of these are kind of J-pop inspired. I don't know if they really are, but they all sound similar to a lot of J-pop that I've heard. Like J-pop always likes to have that little half step up into the next part of the next like bar. It's very, very like heavily synthesizer forward. But like I said, like there's something about this genre of music that, I don't know, it tickles that part of the brain. It's already in my head, like I'm gonna see that looping later. I think that one's absolutely an earworm. Never heard of that game, but that sounds really cool, and I wonder if the rest of that OST is similar to that style. I've never really heard of a video game with that sort of music. Maybe it's like an indie game or something, I'm not entirely sure. This is from Bomberman Hero. It's called Redial. Got almost like a drum and bass kind of sound. And the lead is simple enough. If you can listen to a song once and already know the melody, that's how you know it's catchy. Yeah, and a nice octave on top. You know, it's predictable, but in a like really satisfying way. Sometimes you want songs to just go where you think they're gonna go. You know, we gotta have a classic Super Mario Bros. Song in here. The one I saw recommended was the one from Super Mario Bros. 2, and it's the Overworld theme. I'm pretty sure I know how this one goes. Yeah, sometimes I just hear this in a loop in my head. It like doesn't get much better than this with retro music. You just can't go wrong with Super Mario Brothers. And the bass is just so cool in that song. It kind of resembles like an upright bass the way it's walking. Classic earworm right there. This is from Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. I will say I've only played up until like, I've only played like the trilogy of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, so I'm not familiar with Apollo Justice's full story and music. I know Ace Attorney has some damn good music. They have catchy music too. Like Ace Attorney's songs always get stuck in my head. I just absolutely love the color of like Ace Attorney songs. It's so distinct, you know? Yeah, I think it starts looping, so pretty like, I guess simple, but at the same time, it's not. It's really not. Yeah, I like how the bass part is just really constant. You could definitely listen to that on like a loop and not feel annoyed by it. We got another track from Sora no Kiseki FC. Again, I saw a lot of this OST recommended when I was asking for like, what's the best video game music you know? This one's called Sophisticated Fight. Wow, I really didn't expect it to be so jazzy, but I am not complaining. Is this a battle theme? This is like the coolest battle theme. Absolutely love that there's an upright bass and they put some like jazzy flavor in it without getting too complicated. It's really pretty to listen to. And just this part with the octaves, I could definitely see getting stuck in my head. Yeah, usually when you have battle themes, you think of this like kind of crazy, epic sounding song. Usually they sound a little more threatening, but this song is just kind of chill. I would not mind hearing this on a loop. This next one I saw recommended the most out of every recommendation. Several people commented this one, so I've high expectations for how catchy it's gonna be. It's from a game called Gitaroo Man, B-Jam Blues. This is a second B-themed song. It's kind of interesting.
Everybody, there's a new king in town. Get ready. Mojo, mojo, mojo king, baby!
I'm getting like Jet Set Radio vibes. What is that, like a mute trumpet? That's pretty interesting for the lead on this song. It's really funky. I'm guessing this was probably like a late 90s sort of game, just judging by the percussion in this song. Unless it's just meant to sound that way. I really appreciate how it's kind of a mixture of jazz, blues, funk, and then also more of a late 90s style influence as well. Very reminiscent of Jet Set Radio, or perhaps it came out before Jet Set Radio. I really don't know. I see why it's recommended. Certified funky, fresh, and certified earworm material. I'm pretty sure we all know this next one. It's from Persona 3. One of the Persona games that I have not played. I've only played 4 and 5. I've seen like clips of 3, but I don't really know the full story or soundtrack. I'm not super well versed in it, but I have heard the song. It's called Mass Destruction. Actually, the person who recommended this just wrote baby baby baby, and I immediately heard it in my head and knew what they were talking about. Man, this is so cool. There's a way kind of breeze out, face reality, never be charity. The enemy you're fighting covers all society. Damn right, mommy's not here, gonna fight all night. Right, I've never heard the rap. Slow motion, any motivation, mass destruction. Oh yeah. Tell me you won't be singing this later, man. Next song hails from a game that is one of my all-time favorites, especially when it comes to like nostalgic GameCube games, Zelda, The Wind Waker. This song is called Inside the Pirate Ship, and I'm pretty sure I remember how this one goes. Yes. Yeah, this brings back memories. I haven't heard this in so long, but it just came right back. It just loops. It's so simple, so wonderful though, and it really captures that energy of just like kind of goofy, but very fitting for the pirate ship in Wind Waker. It's just funny to put this next to some of the other tracks in Wind Waker, which are like some of my all-time favorite video game music, like Dragon Roost Island and Outset Island. There's such cool, you know, a lot more complex tracks, but I like how this one is so simple and just kind of funny sounding. All right, the next track is from Gran Turismo 3, called Light Velocity. Why do these soundtracks go so freaking hard? I'll never know the answer. Even though they keep adding like different solos, I think the chord progression is like, you know, looping enough that you could just get it stuck in your head. It is jazz, but it's not too over the top complicated. Man, they're cooking on these solos though. The organ and the e-piano. I would say that one is too like jazzy to get stuck in your head, but sometimes I just play big band charts in my head and they just get stuck there. It really makes me want to check out the rest of that soundtrack. That was freaking cool. Next track is from the King of Fighters 6 and it's called Arashi no Saxophone. It has saxophone in the title, so it's promising. Very funky. Okay, there's the sax. Definitely a little bit repetitive with the melody here. That wah-wah is just very constant. That was pretty sweet. Okay, this is from Burning Rangers, which I've never heard of. Looks very 90s, judging by the art here. And it's called I Just Smile. And this is the English version.
I don't know why,
It definitely sounds 90s.
I was here before in the flow of time. I came from the time.
This just sounds like a hit from the 90s.
In the dreams I have seen by myself. I
Wow.
wandered through the stars, but it's not anymore.
Man, this is beautiful.
I smile for the people I need.
I don't know about like earworm factor, but just as a song, it's so beautiful. It's right up my alley in terms of the composition. The vocalist is great, and you can tell it's 90s, but it's not like too in your face. Like it's actually really pretty and reminds me of some 90s jazz influence, kind of adult contemporary style stuff that I listen to. It has a really nostalgic, kind of bittersweet sound to it.
I smile for the
Damn, that chord right after she says smile hits me in the heart. I don't know, there's something about it, man. I mean, every part of that was beautiful, and I really want to thank whoever recommended this. I think the person who commented this one said that it would be something I would enjoy based on like what I've said I've liked so far. Appreciate that. I loved it. Okay, this one I saw commented a couple times. Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. It's called Ghost Toys Castle. Yeah, it's one of those songs where they just kind of layer stuff on top of the bass. And the bass just comes back. That one has an awesome groove. Totally would get stuck in my head for sure. This is from Ridge Racer 6. I've never heard anything else besides Ridge Racer Type 4. Definitely am curious to hear more from the Ridge Racer series. And this is called Chasing All My Dreams. Okay, what I've learned is 90s stuff is catchy. Oh, this is so like housey. I want a drop. Give me a drop. Why is this so cool? I'm telling you, the racing games back then had it all in terms of music. Such a classic kind of dance house chord progression. And the bass is awesome too. Cool backup vocals. They're like ba-ya-ya in the back. I absolutely adore this sort of 90s vibe music, and then I also love like the I Just Smile song, that kind of 90s too. It's all good, really. This is from a game called No More Heroes 2. It's Kill or Be Killed.
No more heroes, it's hero, be killed. You can't show nobody but yourself. Nothing less to do. No more heroes, no time.
This is like Persona vibes.
Travis, it's kill or be killed.
Why are these all so cool? I don't even know what this game is. I've never heard of it. Holy shit, this is so clean. She's got that growl in her voice. production on that one is insane. Incredibly catchy, especially that part where she sings No More Heroes. She has a great voice too, reminiscent of like what I hear in Persona. This is actually a song I've heard from this list before. It's from the game Deltarune, which I believe is from the creator of Undertale. I know they both are known to have really great catchy soundtracks, and this tune is called Rude Buster, which actually I've had on my music playlist for a long time. Let's give it a listen for old time's sake, because I haven't heard it in a while. This is the definition of like catchy to me. This part on its own is cool, and then you add that melody. Add the harmony there, and then everything drops out. Oh, this part's cool too. I think I first discovered this song because of Smooth McGroove's cover of it. I was just like entranced by the chord progression and the overall just feel of it. It was so cool. Such a great track. So catchy. This is from Jet Set Radio Future, and it's called Birthday Cake. I'm pretty sure this is quite an infamous track, if I'm remembering correctly. I saw this recommended as a earworm, but I've also seen it recommended as one of the like worst video game music. So I don't know where it falls in between those two. I want to hear it, so let's do it. Let's do one more Mega Man. This is from Mega Man 2, Dr. Wily's Castle. The only reason I'm doing this one is because I saw it multiple times, so must be good. Oh, I've heard this. I don't know if that's the real lyrics, but I heard this in the medley, the Nico Nico Duga medley. I used to be obsessed with it. And this was one of the songs in it. It's so good. It's really, really catchy. Yeah, it's so good. One of the catchiest video game musics I've ever heard. Songs. Holy shit, that just brought back memories, man. This is from a game called Forgotten Worlds, which is from 1988. Is that right? It's that old? And it's called Shop. You know a shop theme's gotta be like kind of catchy and kind of fun to listen to. Yeah, this is exactly what I picture when I think of a shop theme. It's so silly. Okay, we got another pretty old one here. Thunder Force 4, Spacewalk. This is from 1992. Oh shit. This is cool, man. Goes back to where it was? Yeah. You really can't go wrong. Walking up and down, you know. How'd they get this to sound so, like, cool and jazzy? It's freaking cool, man. I've never heard of Thunder Force. Wow, they went hard. Such an old game, but it just sounds really, really fresh. This is another old game. I had to hear this. When I saw the title of this, I was like, what? True Golf Classics. Pebble Beach Golf Links. And this is the title theme. I mean, this is pretty cool for a golf game. I mean, for the golf game, they really didn't have to put this much effort into it, but they did, and I applaud that. Unironically, one of the better ones we've heard. I think that was really funky and catchy. 1080 degrees snowboarding. It's called Work Your Body. I can kind of see where this is going. It's very repetitive. This is from the 90s, because this seems like it would be. Especially like snowboarding, you know, that was so hot in the late 90s and early 2000s. I remember there's so many snowboarding games. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be in my head later, haunting me. There's a lot of other things on this list here, but I can only do so many in one video, so I'm gonna stop it here. Let me know what you guys thought was the catchiest earworm on this list, and if you even think all of these were catchy. I think they all were. I think they were all pretty darn catchy. Like, you guys delivered with your suggestions, because I know everyone kind of has a different definition of what's catchy and what's not. Pretty much all certified earworms in my book. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. A special thanks to my Jazz Apples tier on Patreon, Angry216 and EJ Fernandez, and all my other patrons. Thank you guys very, very much for making it possible for me to have the time to make these videos. I will see you in my next video. Bye!